Um, do we want to talk about that during the intro? Should I bring that up during the intro? Of course, now we already talked about it. It's not going to be natural.
Yeah. I mean, it's either that or my Poison Ivy. My Poison Ivy is not that exciting.
You've got like 6 comics you want to talk about and 3 news articles. When are we going to have time?
All right, let's go. You brought up the news articles. What's up
Yeah,
with
but
Paul?
those should be talked about.
Your face should be talked about.
It is regularly.
So
I'm pretty sure.
should Fixus and Flash and
Fix this.
Arrow. All right, you guys ready?
Yes.
Let me
Excuse
check
me.
my volume level here. Yeah.
Test 1, 2.
Yeah. Yeah, we're good.
Test 3, 4.
What episode number is this? 126?
126.
126?
126.
What does that mean?
You know what? I didn't share this link with anyone. Hold on.
Do it.
Let me Facebook it. My Facebook friends list is quickly outgrowing my sister's calling me.
Who?
My sister.
You have a sister?
2 sisters.
Yes,
I thought you had your sister-in-law.
sisters.
I have 2 sisters.
I thought Sarah was your sister-in-law.
I didn't realize you had 2 sisters. I thought you. I didn't know you had. I thought you only had 1 sister.
No, I have 2.
We are the worst friends.
I haven't seen you in person since like 2011.
I know,
Yeah.
and it's been. I think we've probably only said like a handful of paragraphs to each other in person too.
That's true.
Remember
We were
that
at
time?
Saxton.
Remember that time we were at New Mana's Youth Rally and you had to get a ride home and we were all hanging out? So
When was that?
What was this?
it was when you got left
Who are you?
by the people you rode with.
Just put in Twitter. Never mind.
Yeah. All right. We're live.
I forgot. I didn't say anything. It's edited. It's all good.
What'd you say?
Nothing. Didn't say anything. Didn't one time we were like, I can't remember what our Twitter password is.
Oh, it's password 34.
All right, I got it. I'm in.
You get it?
I can't. I'm not getting. This is weird. This is not giving me an option to even post anything. Oh wait, here it goes. It
What does that mean? I'm so scared right now.
Okay.
I don't see
Let's
it.
go.
It's not popping up in my feed.
It popped up in mine.
I just
Where's
posted.
that? I don't see it. Ah!
Alan,
What?
take a deep breath, son.
There it is. I see it.
All right. Okay, Alan Boone retweeted. Okay.
Who's that?
Let me. Oh, I already posted a link to this earlier. Okay, you guys ready?
I'm ready.
I'm about to post on the Facebook.
I'm about to rupture spleen.
I thought you had your spleen removed.
I did. 3 times.
Oh, it keeps growing back? Forgot that happens.
I keep having it reversed.
Well, for the love of God, will you count us in, Seth?
Okay.
I just posted. We're good.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, go.
You're listening to Ancillary Characters, episode 126.
Who are they?
Who are we?
And who are we dealing with?
Who the heck are you?
Who do you think you are?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Who are these sick people?
And who are these 2 attractive young people?
Who are those guys?
It's the Ancillary Characters Podcast, the podcast of the website, ancillarycharacters.com.
We have a
one of your
website?
hosts. Yes, it's there for now.
It's there.
I'm one of your hosts. My name is Seth Breedlove. I'm joined by my 2 co-hosts from Kentucky,
Paul, Shirley.
from North Carolina.
Alan Boone.
And this is the podcast that missed an episode last week when
My bad.
Alan accidentally slept through the recording.
I was taking a nap. I had my alarm set for an hour and a half, and I slept 3 hours instead.
It's okay. I just envy you, really. That's why when you told me, you were like, I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. I was like, I wish I was you.
Well, I have a CPAP now, so I can actually sleep.
I don't,
Before, I couldn't sleep.
I'm not even sure what a CPAP means.
It's a
I'm
device.
not- I'm not sure about the CPAP, but I do know that I have never successfully slept through an alarm in my entire life.
Me
Really?
either.
Well, my alarm was playing the Power Rangers theme song. So I just dreamed about Power Rangers.
So, Paul, do you remember when I stayed with you, how
Yeah.
I had that air mattress that I would just blow up and then I'd fall asleep and sleep for like 12 hours at a shot on the floor with that giant, well, it wasn't giant, it was actually really small, that tiny fan of yours
Mhm.
that was so powerful it would rocket across the room
Oh, yes.
when you turned it
Yes.
on.
Yeah.
Wonderful. The best, I'm not exaggerating, that weekend or whatever it was that I was with you was the best I've ever slept in my whole life.
That's pretty sad. You were on the floor.
I was, but that air mattress was like sleeping on fluffy clouds.
It's killing it.
I love clouds.
Don't we all?
I think so. Are we doing a? Do I need to do a? Yeah. Hold on. We haven't done this in a while.
What's
Oh,
happening?
What's up?
With Paul?
That's right. This is where Paul tells you what's up in the world of comics. A couple things today, real quickly. Some interesting tidbits, you could even say, of news going on in the comic book world. First of all, Marvel at New York Comic Con, which there was a lot of things mentioned at New York Comic Con, but the one thing we want to talk about, they announced a couple of new books coming next year.
What?
I say new because while they may be new stories, they are playing off of old stories. Two books. The first is Secret Wars. Who's doing that, Seth?
It's Hickman and Assad Rubik.
What?
Oh, get out of here.
Team.
Secret Wars. Who knows what that's about, right?
It has something to do with like the alternate universes and everyone's fighting.
That sounds really cool.
Are there incursions?
As a member of the Jonathan Hickman comic book intelligentsia, I am very excited to read this book.
My goodness. My goodness.
Yes, I am also a member of the intelligentsia.
I'm pretty sure I am too, even though I have no idea what that really means, just other than the fact that I read Jonathan Hickman. His Fantastic Four, just tell you.
We're gonna do it. It's gonna be a book it on a show.
We are. We're gonna,
Oh,
we're gonna
yeah.
do a retrospective like we did John's Green Lantern and Morrison Batman. But enough of that.
Wonderful.
Enough of,
When's that Omni coming
I
out?
don't know. Alan, what are you sending me here?
Alan, I thought that was. Is
What
that
is-
Andrew? It
Andrew?
looks like Andrew G. Marcangelo.
It does.
It's not.
Custom.
It's not him.
Oh,
It's just a guy who looks like him.
oh my.
This is why you should be sending texts during the show.
Text free.
I'm gonna post it on Twitter so people know it's
My phone.
Andrew. I'm not making fun
My
of you.
phone is now.
I love
on
you,
Do Not
Andrew.
Disturb. Because that was disturbing. Marvel is not only bringing Secret Wars next year, we're also getting the return of Civil War
Mm-hmm.
in 2015. They released an image shows Cap and Iron Man fighting over Spider-Man in the Iron Spider costume from Civil War, and it says 2015. What is happening?
I just want to know if Mark Miller's gonna read it,
Do you really?
and if not Mark Miller, I'd like to see Brian Michael Bendis read it.
Bendis?
Yep.
What about Jason Aaron?
Nope.
No?
No, I honestly, I enjoyed Original Sin early on, but I think in the end it sucked.
I agree, but I don't think it sucked as much as it just wasn't great.
I think this is the type of book that Bendis would kill, and he's been around in the Marvel bullpen since Mark Millar wrote the original Civil War, so he knows what's up, and I think he could capture that feel very well.
You're right. Just let Bendis do it. If he can take time out of his busy schedule of writing 16 Marvel books right now.
That's a lot.
That's an exaggeration.
I'd like
But
to
Civil
see Jeff
War.
Jones write it.
I'll write it. Just say it,
Doing.
Marvel.
What is happening right now? Marvel's Civil War is coming back next year. It even looks like it. If you want to know what we're talking about, just Google Civil War 2015.
Hold on. I'm sorry, this is very unprofessional, but I just want to point out that when you said what is happening right now, you happen to be looking into your own lap.
What?
Looking at my phone.
Okay, but from here,
Google
you
Glass.
gotta understand what that looks like to me.
Okay, well, you're right. Thank you for that. I apologize to everyone that ever listens. I'm sorry. Put yourself together.
Hold on.
What's happening?
It's the poison ivy. The poison ivy is taking over.
Oh yeah, I can feel it. It's in my blood. It's in my brain.
The other thing, and just hit on this quickly because we're already almost at 10 minutes. So apparently, Tony Stark's actor Robert Downey Jr. is in talks to star in the Captain America 3 movie. He's actually going to play Cap and Iron Man in Captain America 3.
When's
He's playing both.
Yeah, he's gonna play both of them.
Ooh.
when's the Iron Man movie coming out? The one where Tony Stark's like a judge?
Oh,
It's out. It came out last week.
Oh man, I meant to go to the midnight.
So all trolling aside, Tony Stark will be starring in the Captain America 3 movie, and the heavily touted rumor is that it will be beginning the Civil War storyline in the movies. God bless America.
Welcome to Take It or Leave It, the part of the show.
No. Come on.
Trollololo.
So one of the things that makes this interesting to me is the guy whose name I can't remember or say when I'm reading it. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
Charles Soule.
No. The head Marvel dude over there who is the boss of Kevin Feige, whoever he is.
Dan Video?
Something with a P.
Paul Leo.
It's not Paul Leo. I don't know who that is, but that's not who it is.
It's a fake name, but it sounds real, right?
No, it doesn't actually sound real.
My bad.
I have
Anyhow.
no idea who you're talking about.
Well, this guy, it's the same
Walt
guy.
Disney?
No, it's the same guy who apparently has pressed Marvel to close out the Fantastic Four book.
Oh, his last name's like Futterman or something.
Yeah, it's something just ridiculous like that.
The guy like running through the Marvel offices tearing down Fantastic Four posters.
Yeah, same guy. Apparently, Tony Stark was asking for too much money to be in Captain America 3, and that same guy was like, no way, that ain't happening, and there's like just changed the script, write him out of it, and threw a big hissy fit.
That guy needs to be smacked.
And apparently Kevin Feige has been working in the background trying to smooth the edges and get everything worked out, and now they're very close to making it happen. But what's going on over there with this guy?
They're trying to pull DC.
I mean, they've seen the massive success that DC has had with their film properties.
I love how this show has become nothing but a troll fest. It is one massive troll after another. I mean, it's where we live now.
Though, it does beg the question. I think we've talked a little bit on the show about it. When these actors bow out of these parts, currently the scuttlebutt is that instead of recasting those roles, they'll just kind of write those characters out of the Marvel U, and I think that's a terrible idea. You just have to recast. This universe has been set up so well that to either write those characters out or to reboot the universe would be a disservice to everything that's come before. I think you recast everyone. I mean, it sucks because some of these actors are awesome in their roles, but someone will be just as good.
Yeah, well, And with today's technology, they could just put CG versions of Robert Downey Jr. in there.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's no legal issues with that at all.
No.
Let's not. They could just clone him. I mean,
A life
cloning is
model
going
decoy.
what about the rumor that they're really pressing to get Spider-Man in on these Avengers?
Yes. The rumor that I read the other day is that he'll pop up in the Civil War movie because he's like a vital role in that comic.
And not only is he a vital role, there are not enough superheroes currently established in the Marvel Universe to constitute a Civil War.
Right.
Agreed.
I agree,
So-
but I think it's going to be a much smaller scale Civil War.
I agree, and it's going to be different because everyone that is currently in the Avengers, the government knows who they are.
Uh-huh.
They're technically already, you could say they are or are not registered, but their identities are not secret.
Right on.
So I don't know. I'm curious to see what they're going to do with that. Let's.
You know what? Hold on. Civil War movie, great opportunity for the Marvel Universe to introduce the Inhumans. Just saying.
Inhumans.
Inhumans.
That would be a good opportunity.
Hi, and welcome to Take It or Leave It. The part of the show where we take things, we leave things, and we tell you what we think about things. In other words, reviews. And this time we're going to group review all the things. Having done Flash Month all last month, we've got some things in the holster to review. So, starting out, Axis by Rick Remender. And who was the artist? I forget.
It's Kubert, Adam Kubert.
Okay, I knew it was somebody I should know. I've got so many things juggling in my head right now. Anyway, the Red Skull is apparently a giant monster now, and Magneto killed him or something, but now he's back, and Rogue and the Scarlet Witch are fighting, and then the other Avengers come, and they start hating each other, and there's some kind of telepathy, and Charles Xavier's like this white silhouette in a stream of red. I don't know what's going on.
Are you serious?
Throw it on the ground.
That's not my dad. That's a cell phone.
Happy birthday to the ground.
That might have been the low point of Ancillary Characters.
No, I'm pretty sure we've gone lower.
Okay, that's probably true.
So what about this Axis, or Sixus, as some people have taken to calling it?
What's the deal, first of all, with them plastering a banner of the logo, as bad as it is, across the top and bottom of the first 10 pages?
Yeah, the first half of this book.
Yeah.
And then this letter, it starts up again toward the end.
Yeah. I'm gonna have a hard time. I don't even know if I'm gonna buy the second issue of this because it was so monotonous. I didn't think anything interesting or exciting happened in it. And I didn't care for the art, which is unusual because I typically
didn't think it looked like Adam Kubert's art.
Yeah, I typically enjoy Kubert, but this looked like rushed or something. Everything just seemed sketched out.
Yeah, it was sketchy. I didn't know it was him.
Yeah, actually, I didn't either. I thought due to the cover, because the cover, it looks like the cover was drawn by, what's this guy's name? Coipel. So I guess I didn't take the time to actually read where it says Kubert on the cover.
Yeah, Coipel is good.
There's cool stuff going on here, but none of it did anything for me, and I think it's just because it's like a word hurricane coming at you, page after page.
Clairemender.
Clairemender.
Clairemendermont.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I feel like had I been reading Uncanny Avengers, I read the first 12 or 14 issues and then dropped off of it. But I liked what I read. I just had to cut some things, and I felt like it would read better in trade anyway. So Paul picked me up the first 2 trades from Books A Million. And
I did that too. I just did the exact same thing.
Awesome, $10 a piece.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna get the latter 3. 2 are out. 1's coming in January, and then maybe reread this. I've not yet decided whether I want to keep reading or not because I feel like I don't have enough investment in it.
And it's weekly.
Yeah,
are you
that
serious?
too.
It's essentially weekly. It comes out the next issue comes out this week.
I don't want to go on and on about this book too much because we obviously don't have a whole lot to say about it. But my problem with this is event fatigue. That's my problem. I feel like I just finished reading Infinity and then slammed into Original Sin, and I had no time to build up. Like I didn't even know this was coming out.
Yeah, no, we've talked about it on the show. I love events typically, and I've always liked Marvel events especially, and mostly because they put them out so frequently. I don't mind once a year. I've said that before, like once a year or once every year and a half. It's the thing where there's like a month separating them. There's no build-up. They're not special anymore.
No.
Right. And I didn't dislike this so much. I just wasn't invested. I think it would have been really. It seems like it could have been really cool had I been reading Uncanny Avengers.
It's definitely completely standing on the shoulders of Uncanny Avengers. I mean, that's essentially. It's just a continuation of that storyline.
Yes.
I mean, they've included these other people by like you got Iron Man, and then a bunch of the X-Men show up. And all this stuff, and they start playing with this idea of some sort of a field that is making all of them hate one another. But
yeah, because we really needed to see another comic where the heroes are fighting each other.
We really did. I mean, I'm not tired of that at all.
Let's move on.
Let's do that. Let's talk about. I want to talk about the Flash. And by the Flash, I mean because we haven't talked about that in forever. The Flash.
No, it's been a while.
But in all seriousness, the CW premiered their first episode, and the second episode is either on right now or about to come on.
Yeah, we'll watch that right after this.
And I watched the pilot 2 days ago. I didn't get to watch it when it came on. I was in North Carolina, which is why I wasn't around to record last week.
You didn't even see me. I'm hurt.
It's your fault.
I'm just kidding. It's not my fault.
It's your fault.
It's your face's fault.
You're right. Well, I'm gonna try and synopsize this.
Go for it. I
so
believe in you.
The show opens up. Basically, we're given a very, very similar introduction and origin to what Johns has created in his lore, I guess you could say, for Barry Allen. I mean, we even see the death of his mother. It starts off Barry Allen is working as a forensic assistant for the police department. He is going to see this new bigwig scientist in town, something Wells. What's his first name? I don't remember. I know it's Wells.
Jeremy.
Whatever. We're going to say Jeremy Wells.
It's not accurate, but go for it.
It's not. He has brought in, and with his team, has built a particle accelerator, which is going to change science forever. And Barry goes to check it out, and he's super excited. He goes back to his lab, and he's messing around in there. Well, the particle accelerator fires up, a storm comes, everything goes wrong, and it causes the accelerator to basically blow up, send this force field throughout the city, and when it does, it causes the chemicals to burst, and a bolt of lightning, allegedly powered by the particle accelerator with all these special juices, bursts through the window above into Barry Allen, and he goes into a coma for 8 months. Is that right?
It's a lot of months.
Of course, when he wakes up, he has been imbued with the powers of the Flash. He's the fastest man alive. He now is beginning to understand things about his past that he couldn't understand before, like the red and yellow blur that he saw the day his mother was killed. He is seeing things through a new light. He even gets some advice from his new friend, the Arrow, and the Flash is born.
Who's the Arrow?
That would be...
Bruce Wayne.
Yes, Bruce Wayne. That would be Ollie from Arrow. He goes to Starling City.
Which has been fixed, thankfully.
His name's Stephen Anal?
I get it. Calls butts.
What did you guys think of this?
I loved it. There were so many things that I didn't think... I mean, I was afraid they were going to play it too straight. But, I mean, they have... we see a cage marked Grodd. We see the Weather Wizard. We see the Reverse Flash. We see a reference to Crisis on Infinite Earths. What? I mean, they just go all out. Nick, tonight's episode, according to the preview I saw, he's going to be on a treadmill. I'm not saying it's cosmic. Not saying that. I'm just saying he's going to be on a treadmill.
The cosmic treadmill is simply a device that allows him to hone in his speed and aim it toward a specific point in time.
I thought this was great, in a word.
In a word.
It was everything I wanted the Gotham pilot to be, but it was not. And like I said about the Gotham pilot, not to you guys because I didn't get to talk about it on the show, but I said to my dear wife, who's the only person that listens to me, I said, when Gotham aired, I was like, I don't really care that this wasn't great because it's just the pilot. Like, pilots aren't typically very indicative of how a series is going to be and how the quality is going to maintain. So you have to say the same thing about the Flash pilot. But if this is any indication of what we have to look forward to, I am very excited. I couldn't believe it felt cheesy at times, but it was like a good cheesy. It wasn't. Yeah. It never, diverged. It never.
Just move on.
It never. It never fell into like Smallville territory. It was just a wonderful, fun opening episode. And I love this guy that's playing Flash. I want to hug him.
Yeah, he looks like the kind of guy who's got your back. If you know what I'm saying.
He does. He's standing right behind me right now.
Oh gosh.
So, I loved this freaking pilot.
Did you?
I came home, Sunday night after church, and some friends were coming over, and they wanted to watch The Walking Dead premiere, and we watched it. And The Walking Dead premiere was actually really good, but the whole time I'm just sitting here thinking, all I want to watch is The Flash. It went off, and everyone's like, let's watch Arrow. And I'm like, Flash? Let's watch The Flash. But I was overruled, and we watched Arrow. And at the end, there is a tease for The Flash show. And it was pretty late. It was like 11:30 at this point. And I'm like, I don't care what time it is. I'm watching it. So I flipped the DVR on there, watched The Flash, and it was everything that I could possibly have hoped it would be. It was amazing. And like Alan said, they didn't pull any punches. They brought it all to the table. I mean, this is superhero-y. It was corny at times, the way that a comic book is. And they teased things that there is no possible way they can deliver on. Okay? There's no way they're going to do Crisis on Infinite Earths. I mean, can we all agree?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's not happening.
There's no way. Here I am at the end of the episode, and I looked at the room earlier, and I was like, this doctor guy, I just don't know about this guy. I mean, this guy's obviously going to be a villain at some point. It's just going to happen. You've got a Thawne character mentioned. It's all just being thrown at me, and then boom, at the end, here he is looking at a newspaper from the future. The Flash disappears, and the red skies are gone.
Do you know who that guy is that plays the Doctor? Did you
Capaldi?
Did you ever listen to Mike and Tom Eat Snacks, the podcast?
No.
He does that podcast. Mike and Tom Eat. His name's Tom Cavanaugh. He's a comedian.
He looks familiar to me. I know
yeah,
that.
He did to me too, and I couldn't figure out why. And then afterward, I found out that he's Tom Cavanaugh.
So the Flash pilot, I love it.
Great. Can we quickly run off to the get it run like? Can we run off to the Arrow season premiere real quick?
Yeah, let's do that. I don't think we're talking about any comics tonight.
No, we
Other
are.
than Axis.
We are.
I want to just quickly say, good episode. It's lovely to see these characters back. I don't know what it is about. So the second I see Arrow there, in the green leather, I'm like, yeah, he's back. The only problem I have with the show is that he doesn't kill people anymore. I really liked it when he was just ruthlessly murdering everyone.
Of course. Right.
So I would like to see that make a return at some point.
What about the ending?
Thank God. What?
That's not enough.
We will never have to watch her unmoving upper lip again.
And it was really on display in this episode too.
It was. It's amazing how she does that, though. I don't know how she does that.
I don't know.
Seriously,
She's
how does she
duck. She
talk?
never stops duck facing. She duck faces while she's talking.
Yes, and she'll probably be duck faced in her coffin in the
Yeah.
the whole time.
Yeah.
Great ending.
So we're just gonna spoil it that Felicity dies.
Oh, shut up.
No, that would suck.
That
I
would.
was gonna
Did
say.
you see her hair in this episode?
I saw it.
Whenever she didn't have, I mean, I love the ponytail. She rocks that thing. But whenever Oliver walked into that restaurant and her hair was down and kind of over her shoulder, I had to freeze frame.
Oh, dear.
Even your
No.
I was just thinking, what? I missed
Just
it.
happened.
I love the delayed reaction on that. That was.
I don't get what you guys are saying.
I
I'm
don't
just
know.
saying, stunning.
Can we talk about a comic real quick? We had two other comics written here down here that we wanted to talk about.
Yeah, Batman.
Really
Justice League.
quickly, Justice League 34, written by Johns with our boy Scott Collins, coming back to that glorious art style, that
Get in there.
Flash style that we love so much. Great colors, awesome issue. Gorilla Grodd is in the first 3 pages of it. The
With
Flash is a
Superman.
prominent character in this. This felt like a continuation of both the Flash run and Forever Evil, and it was I loved it. This might go down as my favorite issue of anything of the year.
What?
I'm serious. Something about it made me feel so happy. Like it was back, like we were back to the old 52, like the Johns was back and Scott Collins was back, and
There's a really cool ending too. To play up everything that's been going on with Lex Luthor.
Mhm.
You know, they kind of revealed that Batman and Superman are kind of working together, hoping that they can catch him
Mhm.
on something and publicly humiliate him and arrest him. And then at the end, you see that Lex is working with Owlman, and you know, it's just there's a lot of really cool stuff going on in Justice League right now.
Yeah, the
Agreed.
covers too. We have to quickly. The covers by I think it
It's
appears
Jason
that they're
Fabok.
drawn. No, it's Rice, Ivan Rice, or Race, or how you say his name.
The cover to Justice League 34,
I am looking right now, and it says
Fabok
Ivan
at the bottom. Of it.
Ivan Rice.
It says Fabok right there.
We are looking at two different.
Serves
covers.
me right for going off of the Comixology credits.
Yeah,
My
you ever
bad.
watch those? They'll get you every time.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Jason Fabok, great artist, great covers.
Isn't he
Um,
taking over?
Is he? Yes, he is. That's going to be awesome. I want to see Scott Collins doing something though, because
Yeah, I mean, I want him to do this on a book somewhere. I mean,
Yes.
seriously, why does he not have a full-time job?
Okay. Can we talk about really quick another Justice League related book, Batman 30, whatever this is.
5?
35.
Oh yeah, that's the one with stuff in it.
Mm. So this was the end game?
Yeah,
First
Endgame.
issue.
Endgame number 1. I wanted to buy it. I have to say, I love Greg Capullo, his pencils. Great art. Great colors. And I still didn't like this.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I did not like it at all.
Why not?
I cannot get into Snyder's Batman, and it drives me crazy.
Understand. It's a mental block.
I don't think it is. I think he writes a dumb book. I think it is incredibly dumb.
I'll say this. There were parts of it that made me think, but for the most part, it was good. I liked it. Like whenever they all went, I was like, it says ha. That's all they say. But I just couldn't imagine them saying it in any other way besides something like, or huh. Just in some like goofy way that I couldn't imagine Flash and Wonder Woman doing, So, but I understand why they had them do that. So I kind of rolled my eyes at that point, and I was still kind of wondering like what's going on. But I still enjoyed it. I mean, it was a cool.
I almost wonder if it's not like a Bendis thing, because I didn't like Bendis back in the day when I was reading some of his early New Avengers and all that monthly. I didn't like it. I almost wonder if when this is all done and his run is ended, if I can go back and just sit down and read everything, if I might have a greater appreciation for it. Because right now it's just not doing it.
I'll say this: Snyder's stuff is better collected than it is monthly, in my opinion. Like, I've had trouble following his book monthly ever since the Court of the Owl stuff ended. Like, during Death of the Family, I had trouble following it monthly, and then Zero Year, it completely lost me. But then, over last week, I read Zero Year start to finish, and was completely and utterly blown away by it. Just want to say.
I did read Zero Year in large chunks because they have it at the library, at my local library, and I didn't hate it. I didn't love it, but I thought it was decent. Parts of it were better than others. So that's it. I'm done. Is that it for the show?
Something else?
No, that was it.
That was it? Everything?
I had on my list. Yeah, half-hour show. We're wrapping up.
Wow.
Wrapping up early. Don't forget to tune into the other Ancillary Characters podcast, which is the Alan and Paul's time jumping happy hour with Doctor Who. TARDIS.
Yeah.
You can find that in the Ancillary Characters feed. You can find all Ancillary Characters podcasts at ancillarycharacters.podbean.com. You can find us on Facebook, facebook.com/Ancillary Characters, Twitter at Ancillary Tweets. I'm on Twitter at Seth Breeds Love. Alan's on Twitter at KAlanBoone. Paul's on Twitter at JollyGreen05. Send letters to ancillarycharacters@gmail.com.
How long's it been?
It's been a long time since we got a letter, so send a letter. And if you're enjoying the show, let us know by leaving a rating and review on iTunes.
Word.
And thanks for listening. We'll be back next week for another episode. Don't forget, Turtle Jump and TARDIS Time. I feel stupid if I say anything about Sasquatch on the show because it's like it's so far outside of the realm of pop culture, kind of.
Kind of, but it's not like it's